Abhadrani. Abhadrani means inauspicious things. That is the modes of ignorance and passion. So, in the material world, some of us, most of us, we are covered by these modes of passion and ignorance. That is abhadra. That is most inauspicious. We cannot understand. But gradually, we have to come to the modes of goodness, satogun. So, rajagun, tamagun is covering us. So by sinnatang sakata Krishna, if you hear about Krishna, then these dirty things, rajagun and tamagun, will be cleansed. And even it is not completely cleansed, nasta prayeshu abhadreshu, even almost clean, then you come to the platform of satagun. And as soon as you come to the platform of satagun, the resultant action of tamagun and rajagun, namely kama, lobha, dayastaj, tatu rajastamo bhava, kama, lobha, dayastaj. So long you are covered by the passion and ignorance. The ignorance means you do not know anything, just like animals. And passion means all the human being, they are after sense gratification. That is called passion. So both these qualities will keep you in darkness. By the resultant action of these modes, you will be simply greedy and lusty. So if you come to the platform of satagun, then you become free from this greediness and lustiness. Then your life becomes settled. Then gradually you will understand what is God, what is your relationship. Tato rajastamo bhava, kamalo bhadayastaj. Nasta prayeshu abhadreshu. Nityang bhagavata sevaya. You can do that simply by cultivating this Bhagavat life. That is it. What is that?
Is Krishna always anxious for us to engage in his devotional service and then become upset if we reject his offering?
Yes, because you are foolish. Krishna, God, is coming to you to take you back to home, back to Godhead. If you reject, that is your foolishness. Mudha. Namang duskidinam mudha prapadante naradhama. One who does not surrender to Krishna or God, when you speak of Krishna, it is God, then what class of man he is? That is described in the Bhagavad Gita. Duskritina mudha naradhama maya aparitagyana asuri bhavamas. Immediately you come to these categories. What is that? Duskritina. Most sinful. Unless you are most sinful, you cannot reject Krishna's offer. Or unless you are rascal number one, you cannot reject Krishna's offer. Duskritina mudha. So as soon as you reject Krishna's offer, that means you are most sinful, you are rascal number one, you are lowest of the mankind, and your knowledge has been taken by Maya. That's all. Thank you very much.
The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th Canto, 1st Chapter, Text number 1, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on May 21st, 1975, in Melbourne, Australia.
So, we have discussed in the last 2 days what is the aim of life. So, this whole Krishna consciousness movement is diverting the aim of life. There are two ways. Our present position, the aim of life is sense gratification. Janamaithunadi grahamedi sukham mitucham. Material life means sense gratification, as much as possible. And the central point of sense gratification is sex life. Janamaithunadi. Maithun means sexual intercourse. This is the machine to keep the living entity bound up under the condition of material nature. We are conditioned by the material nature. We are thinking we are free. We are not free. That is not the fact. Therefore Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that you are thinking that you are free, whatever you like and do, enjoy sense gratification, but under condition. You are not free. So, there are different grades of sense gratification, but the point is sense gratification. The cats and dogs, the animals, they are also satisfying their senses, and the human being also engaged in the same business. The cats and dogs, they are eating to their taste. The human being is also eating to their taste. The standard may be different, but the taste is the same. Either you have sex intercourse with beautiful wife or husband, or a sex intercourse between the she dog and he dog, the enjoyment is the same. Just like if you have got a palatable food, either you put it into a golden pot, or if you put it into iron pot, the taste is the same. The taste is not different. One may think that I am eating in golden pot, therefore I am advanced. But a learned man will say that whether you have changed the taste, either you drink something palatable in a golden pot or in iron pot or paper pot, the taste is the same. So this is called pravritti marga. Pravritti marga means advancing in sense gratification. So there are different grades. From the animal life, we come to human life, and if we like, we can go to the higher planetary system, Janalok, Mahalok, Tapalok. There are many planetary systems above the sun. We have already discussed above the sun, the moon planet is above the sun. The moon planet is not so near. So, Krishna says that even if you go to the highest planetary system, Brahmalok, that is, many thousands of years you can live and gratify your senses to higher standard than in this. Suppose you are drinking here in golden pot, there you will get in diamond pot. That will be the change. Not that the taste will change. The taste is the same. The dog's pot or man's pot or demigod's pot within the material world, the taste is the same. And ultimately you have to die. That's all. That you cannot stop. Nobody wants to die. He wants to enjoy life perpetually. Now the scientists are trying to live more years. So, what is the use of living more years? The Shastra says, Tarava kingna jivanti. The trees, they live for 5,000 years or more than that. Do they not live long years? So sane man will think that what is the use of living for 500 or 5,000 years standing in one place? So this is not advancement. The advancement is that, as Krishna says, that to solve the problem of birth, death, old age and disease. That is advancement. Krishna says therefore that Abrahma bhuvana lokan punaravartina Arjuna. Even if you go to the moon planet, even if you go to the topmost planet which is called Brahmaloka, there you can live for many millions of years, but you have to die. As you have to die here, as the cat dies, dog dies, we human being we also die, the demigods they also die, the Brahma will also die. Nobody can save himself from death. Birth, death, old age and disease. We have already discussed that we, living beings, soul, we are eternal. We are eternal, we are simply changing the body, one body to another. In this way, material life means you can live for 1 minute or 1 hour or 100 years or millions of years. You get a particular type of body and according to that body you live. And then but you have to die. Krishna says that Abrahma bhuvana lokan punaravartina Arjuna. Even if you go to the topmost planet, you can live for long years, but you'll have to die and again come to this earthly planet and again begin your life. This is going on. So how it is going on? Pravritti marga. I want to enjoy sense gratification. This is the basic principle. So this Krishna consciousness movement means that back to home, back to God. Not to make proceed or progress towards birth, death, old age and disease, but make progress towards no birth, no death, no old age, no disease. That is Krishna consciousness. That is called Nivitti Marga. Nivitti Marga. Nivitti means stop this type of progress. So there are indications in this Shastra that how to make progress towards the goal of Nivitti Marga. That is stated, Mahaseva Daram Ahur Vimukte. If you associate with devotees, Mahatma, great soul. Who is great soul? Great soul means who has understood God. He is great soul. That he is called Mahatma. That is stated, Mahatmanustumang pratha Devi Prakriti Masrita Bhajanti Ananda Manasu. Mahatma means he is not under the condition of this material nature. He is under the protection of the spiritual nature. He is Mahatma. You have to live under somebody. That is our position. You cannot say that I am not living under somebody, I am independent. No, that is not possible. Nobody can say. Can anybody say that I am independent? No. Because our constitutional position is that to serve. Either I serve my family, or serve my community, or serve my nation, or serve my government. In this way go on increasing. But your position is to serve. Here you will find therefore that the so-called master is also servant. Just like President Nixon. He was elected the master president, but actually he was the servant of the popular vote. As soon as he became unpopular, he was immediately dismissed. So, the president of a big state is the position that he is a servant. How you are not a servant? That is our nature. So people are engaged in service. Generally, that is the law. If one hasn't got to serve anybody, no family, no children, no wife, then he keeps a dog to serve him. Is it not a fact? I've seen in the Western countries old man who has no family, his whole day is keeping a dog and seeing the television. That's all. Because nature is to serve. That you cannot. Therefore, pravritti marga means that we are trying to become false master. Sense gratification. Actually, we are the servant of the senses. We are not master. When you become master of the senses, then this title is given, Goswami, Swami. Swami means master. Master means master of your senses. Now we are being dictated by the senses. You do this, we do that. So our master is the senses, and the senses are 6 kinds of senses. Kama, kamadina, lusty desires, lobha, greediness, and moha, illusion, kama, krodha, anger, mind. Mind is dictating something, I am serving. Yes, sir, I will do it. This is our position. Kam, krodha, lobha, moha, matsarya, in this way. So, by good association, by saintly man's association, that is recommended. Mahaseva daram ahut vimukti. Mahaseva. This human life is meant for rectification. We are serving somebody and you are not happy. We have got very good example in our country, in many other countries. Just like our Mahatma Gandhi, he served his country very well, but the result was that his countrymen killed him. This is the result of our service. Nobody will appreciate. We are serving our family. The wife is not satisfied. He divorces the husband. The son is not satisfied. He goes out of home. To just analyze that we are serving to our best capacity, but nobody is satisfied. This is our position. Kamadina kotidha kotidha palita dunnidesa. Actually, we are serving our senses. I love my wife because she satisfies my senses. I love my husband because he satisfies my senses. Actually, you are servant of our senses. As soon as the sense gratification is disturbed, then no, I am not going to serve. Or I am not satisfied with your service, you go away, I go away. This is our position. The senses are there. So one who is associating with the devotees mean who is engaged in the service of the Lord. He is not engaged in the service of the senses. That is devotee. devotion, the definition of devotion is given in the Shastra. Sarvopadhi vininmuktam tatparatena nirmalam rishikena rishikesa sevanam bhaktiruchyate. Sarva upadhi vininmuktam. Upadhi means designation. I am spirit soul, but because I have accidentally or my resultant action of my past karma, I am thinking I am Indian, somebody is thinking I am American. So this is the designation of the soul. I am neither Indian nor somebody is American, somebody is Australian. We are living soul, aham brahmasmi. That is my position. But being designated in a different way, I have become a servant of that designation. So, bhakti means nimitti marga, to become free from all this designation. That is called bhakti. The definition of mukti or liberation or becoming free from the designation is given in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Mukti hitva annatha rupam sarupena avasthiti. Mukti means when we give up the service in designation and we are situated in our original constitution position, that is called mukti, liberation or salvation, whatever you like. Mukti hitva annatha rupam sarupena, in my own constitution. What is my own constitution position? I am eternal servant of God, Krishna. This is my position. So, when we give up all this designation service and engage myself in the real service of the real master, that is called mukti, liberation. So this Krishna consciousness movement is trying to educate man that after all you are servant, you have to serve somebody. You are not serving your senses. Now just divert your service to Krishna or God and you will be happy. That's all. The service, constitutional position will not change. That is my position. In Bengali there is a proverb, dheki shag gelo dhan bhange. The dheki, that's a wooden machine for husking grain. So, I do not know whether it is used in your country. It is a big, it is paddled by the legs and the grains are taken away, the skin. So if this dheki, this machine is sent to heavenly planet, what he will do? The same business. Dug, that's all. So either you go to the heavenly planet or you remain here or you remain in animal kingdom. Even the tree